The story begins with a divine prophecy. When Rebekah was pregnant, she felt a great struggle within her womb. She sought the Lord, who told her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you will be separated. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." When the twins were born, the first to come out was Esau, covered with red hair. His brother Jacob followed, grasping Esau's heel, a sign of the conflict that would define their lives. Esau grew up to be a skilled hunter, a man of the field, and the favorite of Isaac. Jacob, on the other hand, was a quiet, reflective man, staying close to home and favored by Rebekah. One day, Esau returned from hunting, exhausted and starving. He found Jacob cooking a pot of red stew and begged for some. Sensing an opportunity, Jacob said, "First, sell me your birthright." In that moment of hunger and impulsiveness, Esau traded his birthright for a bowl of stew, despising the spiritual inheritance that was rightfully his. Years later, when Isaac was old and nearly blind, he decided it was time to bless Esau, the firstborn. Rebekah overheard and conspired with Jacob to deceive Isaac and steal the blessing. Jacob dressed in Esau's clothes, covered his arms with goat skins to imitate Esau's hairy skin, and prepared a meal just as Esau would. Isaac, unable to see clearly, was deceived by Jacob's disguise and bestowed the blessing of the firstborn upon him, declaring that nations would serve him and that he would rule over his brother. When Esau returned and discovered the deception, he was furious and vowed to kill Jacob once their father died. Fearing for Jacob's life, Rebekah urged him to flee to her brother Laban in Haran, where he would stay for many years. On his journey, Jacob stopped to rest for the night. There, he had a dream of a ladder reaching up to heaven, with angels ascending and descending. At the top stood God, who reaffirmed his covenant with Jacob, promising that his descendants would be as numerous as the dust of the earth, and that all nations would be blessed through him. Jacob awoke in awe and named the place Bethel, meaning House of God. He vowed to serve the Lord if God would protect him and bring him back safely. Years passed, and Jacob married Leah and Rachel, fathered 12 sons, and became prosperous. Yet, he could not escape the conflict with Esau. When God instructed Jacob to return to Canaan, he feared facing Esau, who now had a large army. In desperation, Jacob sent gifts ahead to appease Esau and divided his family and possessions to minimize loss in case of an attack. The night before their reunion, Jacob wrestled with a mysterious man, who was later revealed to be an angel, or even God himself. The man touched Jacob's hip, dislocating it, but Jacob refused to let go until he was blessed. The man then said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men, and have prevailed." The next day, Jacob and Esau finally met. To Jacob's surprise, Esau embraced him and wept, forgiving his brother and welcoming him back. Despite their years of conflict, Esau showed mercy, and Jacob, now humbled, recognized the hand of God in his life. The story of Esau and Jacob teaches us about the consequences of deceit, the power of forgiveness, and the faithfulness of God in fulfilling his promises, even through flawed and broken people. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more profound Bible stories and life-changing lessons from the Word of God. Stay blessed.